ranks of managers, below them were countless supervisors, and below them, at the bottom of the organizational pyramid, were the multitudes of rank and filers, each one assigned a single simple task, such as tightening a screw or attaching a hose or stamping a document. Technology ratcheted the machine age even tighter with the development of commercial mainframe computers in the 1950s. Large companies were suddenly able to perform accounting chores, such as billing or buying, that were unthinkable even in the big company boom of the 1920s. Bolstered by the heavy iron of UNIVAC and IBM, big companies became mega companies. The emphasis began a subtle shift away from uneducated manufacturing crews toward well-educated professional functional groups, people skilled in engineering, finance, even technology itself. One look at a big company in the 1960s would tell you all you needed to know about the evolution of teams. In big companies, they were nearly extinct, except as groups of professionals bound by functional skills, accounting teams, design teams, and information services teams. Then, of course, the American post-war prosperity bubble popped. Corporations had become so immense that they were utterly out of touch with their customers. Workers were not asked to contribute their knowledge to the task of increasing the organization's ability to compete or even make a profit. A deep trench separated management from workers. Management was the brains of an operation and workers were the muscle, and that was all. The world, which at the end of World War II was in ruins, was suddenly rebuilt and fiercely competitive. Japan, Germany, and other countries were experimenting with new models for large organizations. Their successes at our expense were a big wake-up call. The American engine of prosperity, huge factories, reductionist use of labor, vertical integration, and mainframe information control, was officially out of gas. The new engine would turn the old pyramid on its head and would restore the focus to the forgotten basic unit of operation, the work group or team. A team is easily defined. It is people doing something together. It could be a hockey team making a power play, a research team unraveling an intellectual riddle, a rescue team pulling a child from a burning building, or a family making a life for itself. The something that a team does isn't what makes it a team. The together part is. Japan challenged America in a large part because of their team ethic. In the wake of the war, they had no enviable natural resources, no state-of-the-art infrastructure, no money, no computers. What they had were motivated people with a cultural disposition to work together and the vision and patience to chart a strategy and see it through. These people, working largely in teams, proceeded to clean our clock. Through the 1970s, word wafted across the Pacific Ocean of the new approach the Japanese were using. Instead of asking the least from workers, tightening that 9/16-inch bolt 2 3/4 turns clockwise over and over and over, the Japanese were asking the most. Every worker in every function at every level was made part of the company team. And that team's mission was the continuous improvement of processes. No idea was too small, and no worker was too small. Everyone participated. William Edwards Deming, the American statistician who helped get industrial Japan back on its feet in the 1950s, contributed some of the key concepts to the Japanese idea of continuous improvement, or Kaizen. Foremost among these was the notion that people, even people working on the shop floor or in the fields picking tomatoes, were human beings. Years after he returned to the U.S., having received Japan's highest honors, an acquaintance of ours asked him what the Japanese had taught him. Deming did not even look up from his dinner to reply. "People are important," he said. The reasons why organizations have been turning to teams have been put forward many times before and in several places. To sum up these advantages, teams increase productivity. Teams improve communication and do work that ordinary groups can't do. Teams make better use of resources. Teams are more creative and more efficient at solving problems. Teams mean higher quality decisions and better quality goods and services. Teams mean improved processes. And last, teams differentiate while they integrate. That sentence could use a little explaining. Organizations today want to downsize and work more effectively, but worry about the fragmentation that occurs with most downsizing. Teams allow organizations to blend people with different kinds of knowledge together without these differences rupturing the fabric of the organization.